Ladies and gentlemen, starting into game number 1, the last round of 16 from King of the Desert 5, Aztecs Barles in the south, Hera, Portuguese, well, on the right side, because it's not even in the north, and this is a very close generation, and you can see how close is already Barles with the Eagle, ready to lame everything, Mr. Orlu.
Oh yeah, and of course, isn't this what we were just talking about a few minutes ago? Barles, he is no stranger to going crazy forward, and Aztecs with that Eagle Warrior, always going to be able to do that. He will see the elephant, just walk by the elephant.
Yeah, but I don't think would you want to take the fire at the back one. He probably want to take some sheep, and if you see the forward elephant, then maybe take it, because laming from there is too far, no?
It could be. I mean, it depends really on where Hera's scout is. I think what's nice for Hera is that the deer equivalents are all hanging out nearby, so there would be basically no chance that the eagle would be able to successfully lame that. But at the end of the day, this is all totally fine. Notably, this is a lumber camp first approach from Hera, not going with the mill one as Portuguese.
But now he should take that elephant. Why not, right? I mean, I think he should take that elephant. He see both, and he's not taking, because if he's not taking, then I don't understand why he's sending the eagle that early. Don't get
I
it.
guess, like you were saying, just to pick up a couple of goats. But
Yeah.
at the same time, yeah, in the current meta, actually going forward and scouting, there is an actual cost to it in the form of you're not pushing in your own deer equivalents.
Yeah.
So Barles just not doing that right now, whereas Hera is.
Yeah, so he's getting some advantage with the economy. We see 3 villages on wood for Barles, but let's analyze the map. What do you think about Barles' map?
It's all right. The goal is kind of forward, which isn't so pretty, but it's other than that, at least semi-easy to wall. I mean, as far as KOTD maps go, it's fine.
I mean, you think I remember the first KOTD? I don't remember the KOTD 4, man. I mean, it's too far, man. It's
That was way back in what, November of
yeah,
2021?
November 2017. The
again.
KOTD 1 and the KOTD 4, exactly what you said. 2021, November, yeah. It's 1 year and a half. Anyway, go forward, birds at the back, as you mentioned, already doing the houses properly, not a random houses to try to wall the whole map. Okay, well, Hera map, I don't dislike Hera map either. Like, I think it's fine. What do you think?
It is all right. Again, the gold is a little exposed for my taste, and there isn't a super convenient way to wall it. Of course, you have to be cognizant of that hill that's right in front of it. But at the same time, you have that woods that's pretty safe. You have the forage bushes that are pretty safe. You're taking your ostrich and zebra just fine.
Okay.
No real issue.
Yeah. He's doing already the mining camp. Let's see if Hera is going to play. Ooh. He's going to go up 17 population. No. It's too fast. I mean, he's going to now take the second elephant. But of course, economically talking, oh, and this is the second pass of deers. He can get a lot of food if he pushes that one. Obviously, super far. But if he's going for the greedy approach, why not? Well, he's not going. He's going to now to explore a little bit more. We see already the barrack from Barles. And Lumen going up. Super quick up. No, it's not going up. Why he did the loom then? I'm confused.
I don't know. I wish I had the answer for you, man.
Yeah, but the
Still
thing
not
is,
building the house. So we have
yeah.
to imagine he's clicking up soon.
Yeah. Also, maybe he was afraid that he's coming with 2 Melissa, but it's not happening. 19 population, Barles, 19 population too, and well, for now, it's saying below there, Mr. Orlu.
Near enough, but of course, here's a little bit of divergence as the
Yeah, the
barracks was
barrack.
the second
Yeah.
Dark Age building for Barles as opposed to the mining camp of Hera, and we can see the result of that already 2 militia coming on forward here for Barles. Hera going to be getting his gold miners nice and safe, however, and those lumberjacks in the back. You can actually even use the forage bushes as part of the walls there, and the houses are already looking pretty good for Hera.
As you can see, he has the 2 militias. Well, he's now doing the barrack. Definitely it's not the same build order, because one did the barrack, as you mentioned, and the other the mining camp, and that's why he's coming now with 2 militias. Don't think he's gonna make another, or maybe he will surprise us and then he's doing another. And then directly into range units, I believe, or archery ranges, and no mill. No mill for Barles, no mill for Hera. Don't you think that is a little... this is kind of tricky, because you are kind of throwing your bonus with the with Portuguese, right? Like
Yeah.
the free wood that you can get. So I would like to see the mill there earlier. I don't know what you think.
I mean, unless you're Tato, you're going to take those forage bushes eventually. I mean, obviously, the 250 wood that you'll be getting is better earlier, but I mean, yeah, that's just the meta we live in. It's what you get, Mem, for making the map so aggressive. People got to click up super fast.
Did you know that? Do you know that that many, few players messaged me if the tournament was going to have the map from the ranked for the matchmaking, and they were not happy. They wanted another map because they wanted the map more open. They didn't want the matchmaking map, you know. So they actually asked for this, and they wanted the map to be like this.
Well,
you know,
gotta listen to the
and
players.
if you see the interviews also, you're asking for the open and close, and they all say, "I wanna open Arabia." They wanna open Arabia, you know. So
the more open and aggressive the map, the more mechanically intensive it is, and less strategically intensive, you could argue. And I feel like that is something that players in general love to focus on, because you can really hone your mechanics much more easy than trying to adapt to specific situations.
Yeah, that's for sure. And well, let's see what we are going to see in this one. And also, it has to be more fun also to play a map that is basically semi-arena, you know? I know that you love arena, but Arabia is Arabia, then arena. And back in the days, the Arabia Original, it was, well, I mean, I don't know if you remember the public days. These maps are very good compared with those maps. But anyway, that was another story, and now we're gonna see the arches already coming from Hera. Hera has already, what, one village more? Why? Did he make Tonewatch and I didn't notice? He has Tonewatch, yes. Mr. Barles has Tonewatch and I didn't notice. He's doing the blast. Now gonna have 3 archers, but he's coming with archers already. No fletching though for any of the players. Now let's see the micro here. Hera is gonna try to soak here what we were talking, Mr. Orlu, the mechanics he has and how good he's gonna be with those archers.
Of course, it is exactly what we'd expect from a player of Hera's caliber, but Barles is mixing in those skirmishers, has a little bit of the classic AI army, a little bit of each flavor of feudal age unit that he can go for. And at least the Eagles, the Skirms, the Militia, they're all going to be tanking the archer shots relatively well, but Hera, of course, rushing up that Blacksmith, going to be grabbing the fletching upgrade. And something that I always have to come back to whenever I watch Hera play, he gets his farms down so fast. He's already at 9 farms to the 6 of Barles.
No, his macro is definitely always on point, you know? But now he's having idle TC, which is not what he's usually have, you know? 24-second idle tone center, because he's trying to micro this, and well, it can bring you some. And right now, that's a village down, actually. It's true that he's not behind because his opponent did the tone, which and he's take basically the same time. That created a village, but fletching was done a long time ago here for the Canadian. Barles is now doing the fletching, and as you mentioned, having the skirmishes there, not gonna be easy to kill those, even if you hold the fletching faster. Do you think here we might see also a stable from Hera, or he will go in only into range units?
Well, I think there's always an option as far as that goes. The stable's going to delay your castle age by a little bit, but it also more hard counters exactly what your opponent's doing. But Hera doing a nice job utilizing the fact that he is fletching faster, and this is absolutely gorgeous from Hera.
Yeah, he take absolutely almost everything there. The military numbers still similar, but you can see the KD 5-2. And this is the beauty, right, Orlu? If you know that you have both the same army and the KD is 5-2, it means that Barles is producing a lot more. So he's using a lot more resources.
Exactly. Of course, the 2 militia are a part of it, but it's just resources that Barles invested that Hera simply did not have to, and because Hera hasn't made any food units yet, I mean, he's building the stable now, he's already banking 400 food towards Castle Age, which is pretty darn wild.
Yeah, and look, already with the tower, so if you also want to use the market, is gonna take, well, not gonna have the same impact, right? You cannot sell the usual stone approach, and we can see Mr. Orlu how Hera is already floating really good resources, and getting closer and closer to go up. Well, but Balteco looks okay also. Okay, no market, so, and it's stable already done for Hera. I was expecting a market. Oh, no, using more realist. No, but he's not taking anything. Population is almost the same after all this, and as you can see, resources are not too far from Barles from going up.
Yeah, of course, Aztec Eco is something that you can never underestimate. The extra carry capacity for their villagers more or less translates to farmers working faster, and you can see that just with the food income with this Civ. There is a market coming in from Barles that could help him out a little bit, but as you were saying, having that tower means you can't sell the stone like a lot of players tend to do these days, but Hera himself, no market, and has a few archers knocking at his door.
Yeah, but he's controlling here very well. Those didn't lose ability. He has the archers, and now he's microing very well. Yeah, well, his APM we all know that he's pretty sick. And right now, the Canadian, as I love to call him because he's Canadian, is on the way to Castle Age already. On the way to Castle Age, faster than his opponent that he has used the market. And now what? Because Barles has the possibility to go full crossbows or more barracks. What do you think it should be the better approach here? Going Eagles?
Well, if you're going Archer v Archer, that feels like you're playing into the strength of Portuguese, who of course get that discount. They have access to Thumb Ring. You could go like Skirms maybe, but at the end of the day, Aztecs, they like going for Eagle Warriors, and if Hera starts making Knights, then you can go for Monks, but it feels like Eagles force out more of a reaction from Hera.
Well, Hera for now is losing a villager. He lost a villager at home. Now he's gonna kill those archers, that's good. And, Hera is with double stable. He's gonna go Knights. The Knights are also cheaper, and we're gonna see Knights versus Eagles. And honestly, it depends a lot about the mass, but how you are going to control those units. But having cheaper Knights here, and with Hera usually how he's controlling the army, Barles need to play this really smooth.
Of course, and this is where we were talking about earlier. Barles has to keep up with Hera mechanically early on, otherwise just the smooth macro and strong unit control of Hera, he'll just get so far ahead that Barles will have no real way of ever coming back. But so far, to his credit, Barles is doing just fine. He's keeping up with Hera in terms of Castle Age time. He did feel the need to invest into that defensive tower, so Hera can add in extra TCs, no problem. And Barles just going to need to make the Eagle Warrior play work.
For now, both are having one upgrade for their units. Hera, Bloodlines. His opponent uses skill mail armor, +1. But I don't know if he's gonna do more. Oh, he has crossbow upgrade and Botkin. He has 11 archers. Actually, that makes sense. You know, you have a lot of archers, so you want to upgrade them. And then now, trying to go for the Knights. Double stable maybe was then a little bit too much, because if you don't have the resources and doing now crossbow and Botkin arrow, maybe one stable was fine and just keep the wood to make a monastery.
Yeah, maybe not entirely sure exactly what he wanted to go for was Hera. Of course, crossbowman is pretty expensive these days, but still, Eagle Warrior and Chainmail Armor are on the way for Barles. Going to need to pick up that Squire's upgrade so he can better catch up to the archers. But at the end of the day, it's Portuguese, it's Hera, going for that double gold army composition that they just do so effectively with that handy 20% discount.
Yeah, it should be nice, as you mentioned. And you can see now, 6 Eagles is doing the monastery. He need to go really aggressive now. He has the numbers. He's coming. He has the... Now the XR +2, but now the micro has to be on point. He need to try to avoid that... The Aztecs get that mass Eagle Warrior, right?
Yeah, but there's only 2 barracks right now. Normally when we see this play, it's 3 barracks, at least. Yeah. Of course, Aztecs do produce faster, but that's still not really enough to make me feel super comfortable about Barles' spot. He's also a little bit housed, needs to get that monk out as quickly as possible, as converting a knight would be absolutely instrumental in turning a fight into his favor.
Yeah, would you come, if you've seen this hill and the other golds are forward, would you come if you were Hera with a Siege Workshop even? Or maybe it's too much, too greedy, because the Eagles, since they are fast, they can always snipe. And look at now, he's trying to be active. This is open. This is open. There's a hole. He overchopped the wood. Oh my god, that's a disaster now. He can go in and then all Barles' economy, Mr. Orlu, is going to be screwed completely because the farmers are going to be gone. The woodland is already bye-bye. Now he needs to go with the crows and kill the monks. This is really big for Hera right now.
Oh, that villager is having a really bad day as it beats a bunch of crossbow bolts from Hera, and now his villagers are enjoying some time in the town center. But that doesn't actually help you gather resources. And right now, this is just an absolutely disastrous overchop there from Barles. He caught a couple of other tiles that were open, but, well... You only need to have one hole to make things a disaster. Now, where's the monk? They need to get a big conversion. Eagles need to be attacking the crossbowmen, which obviously have much lower HP. But now, another wave of knights coming from Hera. This is a disaster for Barles.
Yeah, it's really a disaster. He has to be careful here because more knights are going to come. He's confident against this amount, but not against this one. He got 2 monks. Now he has to be careful. Still, it's only 2 less different, but Hera keep the numbers. And this is what it makes that that Portuguese can be very strong here, right? If you go only one town center and he's a spamming army, this is the approach, Mr. Orlo.
Yeah, he got his upgrades for his crossbowmen in early Castle Age, so he's got crossbowmen with Bodkin, which is all you need. And then the Knights, they don't really have many upgrades, just gonna have Bloodlines and Husbandry, but Knights, they are much more effective with fewer upgrades than our crossbowmen. So just keep the one range archer production, focus most of your eco balance on Knights, and Hera doing this exactly as he needs to just apply a ton of pressure here in game number 1.
Yeah, the decisions are so important, and he's taking definitely the good approach. Military numbers, though, are similar. He has to have to be careful, Hera. Why? Because his Knights only got Bloodlines, and he's leaving the archers alone. You don't want to do that. You take a bad battle here against those Eagles, and might be the last you take. You know what I mean, Mr. Orlo? We have seen a lot of snowballs against the Aztecs. Those Knights still, as I said, only the Bloodlines. So it's time to make some upgrades. He has 400 gold. I don't know if he has the market, and I'm not gonna check because now this is a big battle here. Okay, he's going to convert maybe a couple of Knights. He's converting one, and now he's taking another. Yeah, but he has so many units, man.
Yeah,
he has so many units, man. Yes, he's very, very fine. Military numbers is insane, and look at the Canadian. He's taking absolutely everything, not giving a chance to the Polish player in this first game with 5 villages more. Look at the army numbers. Orlo! No surprise in the first game, it seems, because Hera is dominating and controlling the units really, really, really smoothly.
Oh yeah, it's hard to argue with anything that Hera is doing right now. Charging in with his crossbow, making sure he gets the unit snipes as needed. His army is just so strong and so efficient. The KD certainly reflecting that. Barles, of course, going to try to hug that tower as best he can, but unfortunately, hugging towers doesn't necessarily help you kill stuff.
Nah, he's not. He's 9 villages more. He's gonna lose all the army, and now, when he takes those Eagles, he won't have anything. GG call Hera with the domination. And his APM, not bad, Mr. Orlo.
I mean, I'm
okay.
definitely faster than that, but it's okay.
You are faster than him talking. I mean, stop trolling me, man. I mean, come on, man. Come on. Anyway, very smooth game by the Canadian here. And as you mentioned, he didn't even add yet the second town center. I'm checking right now. And, well, control the army. Flawless. So
yeah, he took the fights he needed to, make sure he didn't have any losses at home. And Knight Crossbowman, if you can take good fights with it, it beats basically everything. It's why we see it all the time in team games.
Yeah, 55-28 economy, 1,000 more resources. The thing here is we always talk about civilizations that can be dangerous, Orlu, but obviously if you use the Portuguese like he did and control the army, that doesn't matter then if his opponent is going to be Aztecs or what. It's just going to be dominating against whatever Civ is, right? Pretty much.
Yeah, exactly. And Barles going to need to go back to the drawing board, I think, because that game was kind of a bop. I wouldn't take it too hard. I mean, Hera just had some really nice fights, and Aztecs not the greatest Civ at defending in that sort of situation. But yeah, Barles is going to need to make sure he can take some better fights early on if he wants to keep up with Hera.
Well, but then this makes you think a little bit, you know? And, okay, I will play a Nat because it's between the games. Hera, Mongols, Balts, Lithuanians. Which one do you prefer here? Because I always say with the Mongols that, okay, Mongols fine for the start, but then if you don't get the advantage in the early game, it's a problem, you know?
Mongols and Lithuanians, they're both fast civs, right? You have the faster working hunters, you have the extra starting food, you can do whatever you want and you can do it quickly. So with that, I think more or less cancels it out. But then the question is, how does the mid-game progress? And ever since Lithuanians got that bonus where their town centers give you an extra 100 food, you have the good monks, you pick up the relics, you start to supercharge your cavalry, you've got the good skirms. It just feels like you have so many tools throughout the game that can deal with basically anything that's thrown at them. Whereas Mongols need to wait until late game, of course.
Okay, we have Mongols and Lithuanians. As you can see now, they are starting. People always ask because in the draft, Mr. Orlu, we have cameras live, but in this waiting screen that we are having for the players to see when they are going to start in like 15 seconds, here there's the delay. So I have switched the scenes, and then in one scene, the Hera was just disappear, and then he was like, "What? What meme you did with Hera?" What meme you did with Hera? This is what it is, guys. This is the 2 minutes spec delay that they have in the cameras. And we are now getting into game number 2. With the Mongols and Lithuanians, I honestly, I mean, they're fine civilizations both, but I think you have to play with them perfect to dominate in other matchups. I mean, with both I'm talking, because I feel that Lithuanians also lose the advantage after the start, because they have just the 100 extra food, and then their bonus is to get to grab the relics, basically. I know that with the new extra TCs, they get 100 food, but that's it. In the Mongols, with the early hunt, So for that thing, I think these civilizations are kind of tricky if you don't play them perfect. But since they're facing now each other, we need to see how Hera is not going for any lame. He's going to focus in his own economy, Mr. Orlu.
Indeed, he is just going to be pushing in that zebra nice and early. No issues as far as that goes. Taking a look at his map, he has the back forage bushes, main gold a little bit forward, but it's still going to be very open, and it sort of speaks to this matchup, this game, likely going to be fairly aggressively oriented.
Yeah, I mean, the map is super open, like, very open, but if you get the initiative, then you don't care that much about the map, because how many times in the previous game Hera got attacked at home?
Like twice?
But in early Dark Age, like in the start a little bit, but then after he cleaned the first one, in Castle is none, right? In Castle is none. Yeah. So this is probably Yeah, go on.
I was gonna say, I mean, at that point, Barles is pretty dead anyway. Yeah, Hera totally fine. Barles himself, though, luring in a zebra, no worries. His own map, woodlines are pretty exposed. I mean, that starting lumber camp being so far forward, it is not pretty. And just to reiterate, this is going to be all about who can take the initiative, because defending is going to be really rough for either of these players.
Yeah, but I don't understand why Barles has explored pretty much till the middle of the map, and then he just find out his woodline at the back, because I would prefer a lot more that wood that he has on the left, even if he's far, or even on the right. He has explored just the forward one, and then he went to that area. And that woodline, as you mentioned, super far, but the most important is that it's also forward. The other ones are more pretty, in my opinion, or not.
Well, I don't think we need to judge the appearance of woodlines, man. It's pretty
come on. Come on. Aye. You know what that means.
To your point, the woodline to the west, it also is near the gold, so you can kind of protect the area and kind of cover both resources at the same time.
Okay, man, these co-casters, man. Margugu before, then now Orlu. I can't deal with this. And then I will have to deal with my wife she will tell me why you are here already. Cast more, Yeah, you loud, but I don't, because she's telling me that. You finished too early. I go there, Orlu, and she tell me, already here? It's not 9 hours of stream? Oh, such a pity. Okay, anyway, don't get married, Orlu. Mill at the back, 3 villages on wood, and in a moment, it's gonna be up. So, yeah. Should you loud, people in the chat, because you know that is true, guys. That is also happened to you, right? Guys and girls, come on, man, come on. Anyway, he's coming now, and this is 18 population. He's going up, and Barles is gonna go 19. Scout approach. I mean, how we can identify what they are going to do, because it's only one lumbercamp. With only one lumbercamp, maybe it's just gonna go militias, 2 lumbercamps more for scouts. What do you think?
Well, obviously Hera's just going to be going for scouts or maybe like skirms, but he's also not MBL. Whereas Barles, of course, getting that barracks earlier, it is a bit indicative of him wanting to go for something a little more aggressive. He went with the French drush in the last game, so it seems like he's doing the exact same thing here. 2 militia going to be coming forward, just going to be trying to harass Hera a little bit, but with the back fruit bushes, Hera already kind of starting to wall towards his town center. I think the chances of Barles finding damage are pretty slim.
Yeah, just look how when he saw the scout, he just sent the militias right away. He didn't want to see the flag on the barrack, maybe. But as you mentioned, he's walling already Hera on the right side. And the Canadian has no loom, by the way. So that's why he probably read is trying to send the militias so quick. This opening without loom is a little bit, a little bit greedy, Imagine that those militias are there earlier, and villages without the loom, they just melt.
Well, I think that's what Hera was doing going forward with the scout, making sure that he wasn't running into a 2 militia drush, like the pre-mill one, like the KOTD 4 drush, not the KOTD 5 drush.
Yeah. Yeah, because this is started with in the KOTD, the 2 militias one. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Stable. I like it. I like the stable. I like the opening, the stable openings. Is give a lot more dynamic games in my opinion. And well, with how Hera usually control the army and with the scouts, this can give you, in my opinion, a little bit even better economy for the longer run. Because now, as you can see, Barles is doing the archery range as well. He still have no mill, so he's gonna need a while to make economy, Mr. Orlu.
Yeah, certainly, and that's just the world we live in. But with the archery range coming in, Barles is at least relatively well set up to make something happen. He can just get his unit production going much faster than can Hera, but he's gonna also probably want to get something done with it. His double bit axe is a little bit slower. Hera, again, already starting with his farming. He's taking his forage bushes, no issue. And so, again, the onus is on Barles to kind of make something happen. That's not a great way to start that, losing the scout.
Okay. No, this is not what you want, man. This is not what you want. Okay. Let's see, because now he's with the scout and with the spear right now. He's gonna clean everything. The spear is the problem here. Do you think he's gonna go full scout Hera? Or he will do an archery range? It's not the first time I see him going full scout with the Mongols. You know? He believes in his control, army control, his micro, and then maybe even doing upgrades. He has the goal in front, so... But the safer will be probably going to skirmisher, right?
That would be safer. The wood count is slowly climbing. Maybe he does want to plop down an archery range with that.
This is a terrible battle. Sorry that I interrupt you. Terrible battle for Hera. He lost one scout, well, another is almost lost, and he just took one spear and one archer. Do you think it's worthy? I'm sorry.
It's hard to say. I would honestly say it's fairly even. I think it is really important to make sure that you don't get the second spearman forward, because then suddenly it becomes very difficult to take fights back at home. But still, you are losing a fair amount. TC going to try and finish off the injured scout, but no dice on that one. And Barles is still going to need to come forward here. As Hera doesn't indeed complete that archery range, it's likely going to go for some skirms, as you were saying.
Okay, he has to be careful here, and okay. Gotta be careful, he's still going, the archery range is already there. For now, he's just controlling the army properly here now. He lost some, but look at Barles' walls. And this is the thing here. Hera has already 8 farmers. Barles is now doing the number 6. So again, in my opinion, Hera is getting a much better economy. And if you check, he's not on gold. So he's focused a lot more in their early feudal age here on his echo, his food echo, and then he will go for the gold. And then just look now, scaling everything here. This is terrible. This is terrible for Barles.
It's great if you're Hera.
Yeah. But this is terrible for Barles here. He's losing everything. Look at the KD now, 7-2. I mean, he left all the units alone. Like, really, really alone. Oh, boy.
And doing that without fletching as well, you are just asking to be picked off by the Mongol scouts. I mean, they have extra line of sight. Hera being very active with his units, keeping tabs on exactly where his opponent's army is. And, yeah, that didn't feel like it was anything that would ever be destined for success, as Hera's already banking up a decent amount of food.
Okay, as you can see, he's now going for the goal. The good thing is what I was talking to you at the start of the game. Since he's controlling the army, he's with the goal exposed, but he's not even walling. He has the scouts, he has the map control. He forced his opponent now to come back home, and now he's coming out with few skirmishes, and look at resources. He's gonna go up much quicker. Oh, he's coming forward with a tower. I like it. I like that. A lot,
actually. It's a very un-Hera thing to do, but I think it makes perfect sense in the situation, and that means that Hera is adapting properly to the current situation. It means he's more well-rounded of a player than he was, even a year ago. And that's just what I love to see. Of course, the tower is going to deny Barles' only wood line. It's hard to argue against that.
Yeah, it is very nice. It is very nice. By the way, is already the in-game sound better? I have increased it because I know that you were telling that it was a little bit low. Hopefully now it's good. I think now it should be good. So let's see. The tower is going to be there. Okay, you have to be careful with the scouts. Skirmishers.
Now, does Barles see the tower incoming? He does not. So that is not something that Barles is going to be looking forward to. Tower just going to force all of the wood income to be idle. Now we have a stable coming in from Barles probably to help deal with the skirmishers, but at the same time, Hera already has so many more scouts than you, so how is that going to be a great way to come back? And right now, oh no, skirms are taking some decent trades against the archers.
Yeah, but this is brutal because he's now gonna take all the spears, he's killing the skirmishers even without fletching. Or even without fletching, as you can see. And that tower is brutal even more now because where's the wood now? He has to go to the woodland on the right side. And the most important here is how Hera is about to go up to Castle Edge. Because again, when Hera has got attack at home, look at the score, man. He's destroying Barles in the first 2 games. Simple as that.
Yeah, exactly. He's idling his TC just a little bit right now, but that is just so he can click up to the Castle Age. There are any number of ways that Hera can take this one in Castle Age. That you can go for a more archer-oriented route. You can go for knights. You can go for step lancers. You can add in TCs. You can add in aggression with a siege workshop. Basically, so long as Hera does something that remotely makes sense, I feel like he's completely going to be in the driver's seat to take game number 2.
Yeah, well, I don't think he need even to go forward now. Well, he's there with the 2 villages, so maybe he used to stay there with the 2 villages, right?
Yeah.
He's going back. Okay, let's see now. He's doing more scouts. Still, army from Barles is now solid because he has fletching. And then he has also a few scouts, but you just go to the tower. You don't want to lose those scouts to don't lose the map control. And as you mentioned, when he reached castle, is maybe now the second stable. Second stable and spam lancers, knights, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So long as it vaguely makes sense. And indeed, there is the Bloodlines upgrade coming in. Now, of course, it would be a Hera thing to go for, like, Light Cav or something like that, but I definitely, you want to use your gold here. Step Lancers, I think, would be pretty nice here in that they can better chase down any of the remaining units left over from Feudal Age, but, I mean, really, it's more of a stylistic thing at this point. Hera, almost 75% of the way to Castle Age, and once he gets there, he'll be able to clean up this army, no problem.
Check the macro village from Barles, Mr. Orlu. Over 20 villages on wood, 9 on food, 5 on gold. Is that a balanced economy? Not really.
I would go with no on that one.
You know,
at least not for this sort
yeah.
of thing. It's a good economy if you're playing a water map, playing Medi or something. You know, you got to have the triple dock alley production.
But he's in Castlage, man, already. He's in Castlage already. He's 6 villages ahead, Barles, yes. But right now, with step lancers, he can go. Okay, he's gonna take the tower. That was a weak mistake. Well, a sloppy mistake here. You know, you could have walled the tower because now he's losing. It's very annoying. But he's Feudal Age, man. He didn't click yet. So yeah, you better wall really fast. Because if you don't wall really fast, the massacre here, and now the villages are outside. Well, he's gonna kill the villages there. I mean, he's walling all the map, but then he has 5 villages here. Well, good luck with that. He's gonna lose absolutely everything here in this game. I mean, I don't know if it's over because we saw some crazy comebacks in the previous cities, but this game is absolutely over. Yeah, GG, man. Wow. Well, Hera with the total brutal domination. Barles is smiling, but it's this kind of a smile like, what can I do? Right, Mr. Orlu?
Yeah, no, it's just rough when you're getting completely wrecked like that. I mean, Hera taking all the good fights that he needs to do, and just adding in that eco, investing less into army, and taking good fights, getting to Castle Age faster, and there just is nothing that Barles can do in that position.
Yeah, he won, I mean, like, so smooth. You can see again the APM. I mean, the APM, I know it's not the most important, but when you are playing this meta, and your APM is double almost at your opponent, not double, but you know what I mean, like 80% more, like, it has to matter, because in those battles, you're going to control the units much better. I mean, if he's an effective one, obviously.
Of course, exactly. You need to be a legendary player like Vivi to thrive at this level with 50 APM.
He's crazy.
But only Vivi can do that.
Well, but Vivi don't play meta.
No, Vivi plays his own style.
No, it's true. And well, and he's gonna say, you can blame me now. I'm in quarterfinals. I'm top 8 in the world. Well, he's there, man. He's there. Yeah. So let's see what he's going to be now. Because now, Malay Ethiopians, Barles have to pick the Mayans, right?
Tournament life on the line. Pick your most comfortable civ. I think that makes sense. And
Barles is Mayans. Barles is Mayans, and Hera is picking his last choice. I will play an ad, guys, so you don't get any ads in the middle of the game. But Well, Vietnam is being used by the players a little bit, and obviously I prefer the Mayans here, but if he is still controlling the macro and the units like he did till now, maybe the civilization is something secondary, right?
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with that statement. Vietnamese, I don't think are as good as Mayans in general, just Mayans a bit smoother early on, a bit more aggressively oriented, that's good on Arabia, all that stuff. But at the same time, Vietnamese aren't bad, and you can still play a nice archer, skirmisher, feudal age with them with the extra HP on your ranged units. You have the discount on all your eco upgrades. Like, they are a fine civ, and if you are playing so strong mechanically like Hera is, that shouldn't really be an issue.
Okay, let's see, because there is 50 seconds to start. Well, the thing here is, it's kind of complicated because in the previous series it was looking this way from Nikov and Vivi, right? I mean, it was looking similar. Like,
oh, yeah.
no chance of the first two games. So, you never know. It's true that the difference here is that Barles is a lot more meta player than Vivi. And you know that when there was Vivi there, you know that something could happen. And when we saw Incas and then the other saves, I mean, I was with Margugo co-casting and we were, oof. Here it seems more complicated, don't you think, Orlu?
Yeah, certainly.
To be honest.
Vivi has a knack of just like making stuff randomly work because he can catch his opponent off guard because, as you're saying, he just doesn't play that super meta style. Barles, much more a standard player, and he is really good. Obviously, he made it to the round of 16 and looked pretty nice in doing it, but I mean, if you need to beat a player at Hera's caliber, you probably need to do something a little different.
Yeah, but what you do? Because when you are one kind of a player, it's kind of hard to do something different, right? I mean, you need to practice that for so long, and I don't know. I don't think that this is a lot about mechanics, and when you are used to, for thousands of games to play this kind of a style, how do you change that? Because Vivi is just the opposite. He's used to play that kind of things so often, so he feel comfortable with this kind of no-meta things.
I still think Barles could do more to try and make the game scrappy, because Barles is perfectly comfortable in those sorts of situations, even as a meta player. Whereas Hera isn't really known for wanting to make things scrappy. He likes just very clean macro games. And so far, it's just Barles hasn't really been able to get to, I think, anything that he wants to do because he just keeps on dying in early Castle Age.
Yeah. Well, in the previous game, in pretty much in Feudal Age.
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
Really. He was there. I mean, he just called the GG using early Castle Age, yes, but he was there from Feudal. Now we see the Eagle coming, and let's focus in this one. Eagle coming, the map from Hera, gold and the wood, I like it. Berries is exposed with some hill. Stone also not really great. So, yeah, but the wood and the gold, that is the most important, probably it's fine. And Hera might lose maybe now ships because the Eagles are around, and I think he knows that he's coming. I don't know if he has noticed. What do you think, Mr. Orlu? He knows that he's there?
It'd be fantastic game sense if he did. Of course, as Vietnamese, you can see exactly where your opponent's town center is located. So maybe just based off of the walk distance, and assuming that, okay, Barles is down 0-2, he's Mayans, he's probably going to try and lane me. So the thought process might be, let's be a little bit safer with our goats.
Yeah, and he is not going to lose anything. Maybe now he's going to be able to lane this. No. So Barles, I mean, limits a little bit also about the lag, and he didn't got any success with the lane in the first game and in the third one. So now the Eagle is coming, and the Hera is already ahead because already pushing the first step, right?
Yep, I mean, there's just a very real cost to laming these days. Even if it just doesn't work, it just makes it even more swingy in that regard. But it's still not going to be the end of the world for Barles. He's going to go ahead, he's going to find some goats, and he sees where the other goats are, so all of that is going to be totally fine. Might not actually see where the zebra and ostrich are, but he'll find them pretty soon, I'm sure.
Okay. Yeah, for now everything going standard. He has 4 villages on wood, and he's gonna go directly into arches, my Barles, because if he's doing that, we are in similar situation there.
Yeah, certainly. Yeah, just taking the second elephant right now. Notably, Hera only has 2 vills on wood, but he is going for the mill right now. So maybe this is for some kind of scouts opening? Like, really fast? Not too sure what this opening is all about.
Yeah, I don't know either. Anyway, it's pushing here now. The Hera is gonna be the last one. 2 bullets on wood. He has only one on the berries, pushing those deers. Okay. And he's gonna make the barrack in front of the goal. Do you think he's gonna make militias before going up? Because then if you delay yourself, oh, the quick up time is sick. 18 population, you know. I wouldn't be surprised that he's going to scouts again.
Yeah, I think that if he was going for like the really fast archer play, he would have just been in the mining camp instead of the mill. But since he did go for the mill, obviously scouts need more food. They don't need gold at all. So just go for the scouts just fine. And you're up fast enough in this sort of situation that you can probably defend against any sort of early pressure from your opponent. Now, in the first 2 games, Barles did go for the French-style drush with the 2 militia on the way up to feudal age. It honestly looks like that could be the same exact thing that we are seeing right now, but maybe something like a men-at-arms? That might be different and could work.
Let's see if he's gonna do it, but for now... well, it's 3 on goal. Hera can see it, what's going on, and
Okay, that's an interesting barracks positioning from Hera.
What the hell is that? What the hell is this barrack, man? Oh my god, what is this barrack, man? If he's now doing archers, and then he delete the barrack or what? What the hell? Now look at those villas now. They are also kinda not working properly. Look at this. I mean, this is weird. Obviously, when you chop more trees, it's gonna be fine. But that barrack is kinda tricky here. And then if the other player was coming with archers, you cannot really move the villas. Also, it's kinda weird, right?
Yeah, and it's, I guess maybe you're worried about early men-at-arms, but Barles is just going to go straight archers this time. No real concern about that. Hera grabbing his eco upgrades, though, of course, that is
unstable
with the Vietnamese, and yeah, exactly going to go with the scouts. Only thing that really makes sense if you're going up on 18 pop without a Dark Age eco bonus and have the mill and lumber camp.
Yeah, so he's going to try to go with the mobility. He has the scouts here coming. And this is stable, few houses he's doing. And now he's gonna... He's gonna take the eagle there, okay.
Of course, Eagle can't escape at this point. Scout just going to snipe it. Eagle just going to try and do whatever damage it can as it is slower. Meanwhile, Spearman doesn't really get the Scout on the other side, and it's actually 2 Spearmen, so Barles is recognizing exactly what his opponent's doing. He sees the stable.
Yeah, but
villagers are walled in.
But he's gonna be walking with them, and what he need to have is number in archers. If not, he's just gonna run away. He's going to go away. If Hera pay attention, and he's paying attention, he's moving around, as you can see. Okay. He's going to run with the scout. He's fully wall on the woodland, but he has already the archery range, so he's basically played exactly the same at the first game against the Aztecs. Different civilizations, but he's doing the same, and it worked really, really well with Portuguese. Obviously, Vietnam is not Portuguese, but they also get some nice bonus. And if he control the army the same, it's pretty much the same, right?
Yeah, looking just to be a very similar game. Got that horse collar upgrade, adding in farms quite comfortably. Blacksmith now coming in for our red player Barles, whereas Hera much more focused on just getting those skirmishers out for the time being. Skirms kill everything that Barles is doing except eagles, but then the scouts are going to do just fine versus those.
Yeah, and his economy, he's housed now. Big time housed. Oh my god, this is a mirror game, man. He's doing now a tower, so he cannot even use the market as well. Being defensive. This is gonna fall behind in the economy again. Look at the village on food and wood. Then he has no gold, he's still not mining gold. Now he's coming with the skirmishes, he's gonna be there. And well, Barles doesn't seem to have an answer. Let's see if he's gonna change, but doesn't seem to have an answer. He's trying to block now this one to make the tower, but the timing, or the momentum, it really looks like it's for the Canadian.
Absolutely. Of course, that gold is very exposed. There are some eagles that are slowly coming in at the barracks. but Hera ahead in army numbers over Mayans, who are usually able to add that, or they're able to utilize the barracks much more than most civs, just because you have something good you can train out of it, even as the feudal age progresses with the Eagle Warrior. But now you've got some more idle vill time, so you're saying the housing makes you a villager behind anyway. I guess that makes it even because of Mayans, but still, it is just not looking too pretty. Hera has yet to lose a unit in this game.
Yeah, he's gonna maybe lose now something at home because there's one archer and two spear against Barles, but he's gonna go around probably. There's no fletching, so maybe he's not gonna lose even. He's going for the hill, and then the archer is gonna be down. Look how he's microing here with the village, and now that village is not gonna die. He shouldn't die. Let's see if he's gonna micro, and he's gonna micro. Yes, he will. And he's gonna lose it. He's gonna lose it. He's gonna bang on. Oh, come on. This is cheating, man. Don't put the skirmishes. These are against the rules. That is against the rules, man. Seriously. He used the skirm then to send the village. It's against the rules, man. Krasini, Rainbow, we have to back him. It's against the rules, seriously. Oh my god, amazing save here by Hera. The Canadian really on point. And he's going now inside with the scout. And ladies and gentlemen, this is looking a fast series. He's looking a fast series because, let's be honest, Orlu, now we go and increase the hype in the casting. When someone is playing like this, you have to hype the casting because he's playing absolutely amazing and not giving a chance to his opponent. That's it.
Oh my goodness. Guys,
or not. Come on, hype, rough. Orlu. I want to see Orlu hype. I have never seen Orlu hype. Orlu, you get hype or not? Vamos!
Of course I get hyped. I'm just a more, quiet person.
Okay, it's fine.
You should see me when somebody adds the third layer of fortified wall. That's something to get hyped about.
Yeah, you get hyped with Black Forest Vikings War with Paslovs. Come on, man, Orlu. Focus, man, focus. Listen now, look at the scouts. Going with the skirmishers, is gonna take the eagle down or not? All right. And it's still attacking, man. Look at the resources, man. He's in a total domination mode activated. That's it. That's it. Or not?
Yeah. Total domination.exe. That's basically the situation. We do have the second barracks added in for Barles, so he's trying to do something here. It is just scouts and skirmishers, so I guess Eagles with enough numbers and enough upgrades are going to be doing all right here.
Look at the resources he has, man.
Yeah.
Orlu, if you hype, $1,000.
Oh, easy. Oh my god, the Eagles, they are coming in. Maybe Barles has the opportunity to hold this here. They are going to be decent against both the skirms and the scouts. But if he can amass those numbers, the wood line will be saved.
At the end, guys, money take everything, I mean, guys, it's easy, but now we need the donations. Guys, we need $1,000 extra. I mean, of course, what do you think, man? I mean, now we need some extra donations because Orlu has been high for real. Finally, my goodness. Amazing guy by Orlu, but now he's on the way to Castle. It's Vietnam. And you know what, Mr. Orlu? When the games are one-sided, we have to have some tools, some jokes, and try to make this happen because, I mean, if everyone is enjoying the games, people want competitive and close series. And this is being a destruction by the Canadian, So we have to be creative, man. We have to be creative because this is insane how he's playing this series, right?
It tests our skill as streamers and content creators, to make a game like this exciting, or at least entertaining. But honestly, I don't want to undersell the fact that Hera is just playing this so flawlessly.
Orlu.
And it is,
check
whoever
the
he
reaction.
goes up against.
Yeah, but check the reaction in the chat. Everyone in the stream, did you like it, Orlu hype or not? I want to see what people say in the chat. Yes or no? It was good or not? It was nice? Look at the stream. Look at the spam, Orlu. Just telling.
Yes,
I'm not giving you any advice. I mean, you don't overuse. Don't overhype, But from time to time, a little bit, I don't want to change you, I want to convert you. That is different. Anyway, look at this. Now Barles is already on the way to Castle as well. It's only 1 minute and 30 seconds difference. But in 1 minute and 30 second difference, having the army here and sending right away, nice with the double stable. How you gonna stop this, Mr. Orlu? And he's fully open.
You don't. That's the thing. You don't. third barracks coming in. I mean, at least Barles is fairly close to Castle Age, but the KD.
Look at the smile! Look at Barles' smile! Look at Barles' smile! Like,
yeah.
how is this even possible? That smile say absolutely everything from the police. Sorry that I interrupt you, Mr. Orlu, because that smile is like, oh, I'm Fook. You know?
Yep.
Yeah. Pretty crazy.
Now, Barles, I'm sure, going into the set doesn't necessarily expect to win. Obviously, you know, you want to make it to, like, mid-Castle Age, typically. But, yeah, I mean, you're up against Hera. You can't really feel too bad about the loss. Round of 16 is already a great result from him.
Yeah, well, three barracks here. Look at the walls he's doing. He's being an architector, trying to defend all this. But, okay, let's see if he's gonna be able to stop those numbers. These are always tricky, but he has already second tone center. Bozo, he's spamming knights. Really nice. And now that barrack doesn't look that bad anymore on Hera's base, right, Mr. Orlu? Now it looks okay. All right. Okay.
Cav Archer coming in. Gotta get that extra HP with Vietnamese.
Well, but he's raiding just constantly. He's trying to get the numbers. Eagle Warriors, but Eagle Warriors +1/+1. How many he got? 6 already? Yeah, but this is the thing, Arlo. Everyone in the stream. When you got more knights than your opponent Eagles, you know that something is not going well.
Not at all, and that is unfortunately the exact case here for Barles. He has a nice clown eco going for him with 25 bills on gold. But yeah, it's just gonna be very tough to do this. You need to have like at least 50% more eagles than knights, and that's like the bare minimum to at least take a decent fight. And that is just not going to be something that's too easy to do. You've got the towers to help buy you some more time, but that is it. You're just buying time. You're not really getting anywhere.
Yeah, as you can see, he's sending a mini counter attack here with some eagles. But the time that Hera is gonna be able to break on the walls, on the wood, or maybe in the gold, it's gonna make a disaster. Gonna make a brutal chaos. But he's fully wall at home, so he's fine. I mean, he's not gonna get raided at all. If he's gonna pay attention, he's gonna be fine. He's now trying to break in. He can't. The skirmishes are there. Stone wall in this area. There's a Cav Archer. Population is not too big of a difference, but okay. I like the counter attack tried by Barles, but not looking good. Not looking pretty, but still, the army numbers is similar. You have to be careful always against the Mayans with the Eagle Sieves, but now he's gonna go here with Knights. He's gonna be able to clean those. There's many Eagles, you have to be careful there.
Yeah, I mean, you can't just run a couple Knights in. You have to make sure you're still competitive. And the upgrades are good for Barles. It's got +1/+2 Squires.
Yeah, but look at on Barles' base now. He has a monastery, he's doing monks. I don't know if he's gonna be able to break the palisade gate, because if he's doing but he's doing the stone walls. It's at the limit. It's really at the limit the whole game. But well, it's still playing. 13 villages more. He has more army, still Hera. 32 farmers, 3 farmers for Barles, all on goal. He has 10 eagles. The only problem here for Hera is that his opponent, he still have some army, you know, like not too far in military because he's much cheaper, but how you kill this now? I mean, and the longer the game goes, Orlu, well.
He's getting iron casting, so he's really just going to try and make these eagles work versus the knights. And knights are only a very soft counter to eagle warriors, so if you have the numbers, if you have the good upgrades, and maybe some monks to help out, I mean, I think queuing up 5 monks at one monastery is probably a little excessive. But still, the idea is there. I think it's just a matter of the eco being simply a little too far gone.
Yeah, well, hand card already for Hera. He's gonna convert maybe a knight. He converted actually, but these too many knights. I think it's still too many knights. He's controlling. Look how he's moving the one with low HP, and then he chased with the other 4, and then micro the knights. He's paying attention to. Look at the guy. He's doing it again. You see it? You see it? He's doing it again. He's controlling. He's not like I'm leaving the knights. I'm patrolling. No. He's controlling the knights as much as he can, of course. And then 12 army, 4 army. Ladies and gentlemen, Hera is gonna be playing against Winchester. Against Winchester on Friday, the last quarterfinal. That is gonna be the second one of the day. Oh boy, Mr. Orlu. There was surprise with Nikov, surprise with Leary. Not with Hera, man. Not with Hera. The AM. Now that is going to be there, it's, well, him and MBL.
Yep. And so we'll have, what, Viper and Tato, so 2 GL, 2 AM. Things are balanced as they should be. We can have 2 Chinese players. Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
2 Chinese, and who we are missing?
And then Vinchester and... Who's the last one?
There's a one now. We're missing one. We're missing one. Cito, man, La Baguette. Yeah. Cito, man. Oh my God. How you can miss the Kid Destroyer, man? Aye. Heavy Plow, Light Cap, Stone Mining. Yeah, man. The Baguette, man. The Baguette.
Yeah.
If Margugu is listening to you, he put you in the blacklist, man. He's a fanatic, man. Margugu is a fanatic. You should listen to him, man. My goodness.
I've seen it.
Okay. Anyway, he still have the heals. You can see that. Look how many knights is low HP. Orlu, he's healing them all.
Yep.
Look at how many knights, you know. But I like it. Barles is still fighting, you know, like a warrior, you know, and he's coming with pikes. And now, with the amount of pikes and eagles, oh, be careful. More army from Barles. Obviously, he does have economy. But, these can be tricky because those eagles and pikes are +2, +2. +2, +2. It's sending some light cap here. Oh, you have to control better this, man. The light cap is going to go around. It's gonna kill now that one. Look at the heal advantage. He has a +2, +2. But is he gonna take this? Maybe Hera is gonna screw this battle. Actually, he's losing.
Yeah,
Actually, ladies and gentlemen, he's losing absolutely everything now. Oh my goodness, deja vu. AM deja vu. He loses all the army now. He is still 40 villas behind, but army, 9 army, 20 army. He's losing quite a lot. Okay, remember that, well, Mayans are Mayans, man, and with +2, +2. Imagine that now he's coming forward with a siege workshop here, and you spam army all the time.
Well, and the thing in that fight right there was that Hera was doing a beautiful job pulling back the injured knights, healing them up, as we've been talking about, but at the same time, they were still really low. I mean, those monks, they had a lot of medical duties to take care of. Hera now adding, of course, more and more stables. He needs those numbers as much as possible. Got his TCs all in the back. I mean, Hera's map at this point is really, really nice. But it's just that mix of infantry units, eagles and pikemen.
And
You're not going to really be able to stop that without swordsmen, at least not super efficiently, unless you have an absolutely overwhelming number of knights. You can do that as Hera because you're, over double the bills, but it still doesn't feel super great.
Yeah, they still have good amount of army. The population difference is still really big. Barles is still trying. If he fight with this army, he's gonna kill a guy.
Yes.
Amen. And he will. Yeah, the eagles are coming. He's gonna take the monks now. The pikes. Let me see. Well, maybe not.
No.
Maybe
the
not. No.
Way better HP. Yeah.
The knights are now
Also,
fine. Okay.
High ground.
Yeah, now he's gonna make a castle there. Yeah, it's impossible now, Mr. Orlu. Now it's impossible. It was looking a small deja vu. It was just a false alarm, amigos. ZG call and Hera 3-0 against Barles, and that was a real domination, Mr. Orlu. I mean, Hera is favorite, It has to be favorite against Barles, but I expected a little bit of more from Barles, or, well, Hera didn't let him.
No, I mean, it's almost like Barles never got to play Age of Empires, right? If you're just dying in Feudal Age because your opponent's just out-microing you and has cleaner execution, then, like, what are you going to do? Not really much at that point.
46, 112 is quite a lot. It's quite a lot, and... well, I'm going to interview Hera. I will see what I'm asking him, because not gonna be easy, Not gonna be easy to see I'm gonna be asking him. I'll be right back, Mr. Orlu, in a moment. Okay, guys, here we are with the Canadian Hera. Congratulations.
Hi.
Do you hear me?
Thank you very much. Good to see you again, man. And thank you, man.
3-0. Let me think, because after this series I have to be very creative, because I mean, let's be honest. I mean, I've been talking to you behind the scenes. Can you slow down a little bit, Mr. Hera? Slow down, man. No. You don't want surprise, right?
Went a little longer, but
no, but you don't want surprise, right? Because we have got many surprises in the tournament, right?
a ton of surprises, and I've been there before myself. So it's like you said, I don't want to have anything go wrong.
I was talking. Let's talk about this, and then we analyze a little bit the games. It's affect to you when you see that huge players, also teammates, got big losses like yesterday, see Leary against Ito, and today Nico versus Vivi, because it was unexpected both.
Yeah, so honestly, for all three of my teammates' losses, I felt like it was one of my losses. Like it was really heartbreaking, but that's the way the competition goes. And the important thing is we build back up, we come back stronger, and we've been talking with all of us. It sucks at first, but hopefully we'll continue working, continue grinding, and there's still me and NBL left for this tournament, and then for the next tournament, it's all 5 of us back in, and we're going to continue going hard. So, to all the fans out there, just continue supporting us. We're going to come back even harder. No problem for us.
But it is affect to you, like, or you keep focus for the series?
Yeah, I think it affects me when it happens, but when I have to play, I turn the switch that makes me focus on the series.
Okay, I was talking about the civilizations you pick. I honestly think that I preferred Barles draft, but then you start to play, and then I look like a stupid because because Portuguese Aztecs, you dominate completely against the Aztecs with the army control basically, because it was kind of that. I don't know what you think about that.
Yeah, that matchup was pretty close. I mean, I think it can go either way. My map wasn't the best, nor was his, so it was a lot of fighting, and I just feel like in the end, if it wasn't, when I was able to get to double gold comp with Portuguese, that's like really hard to stop. I think monks and getting lucky conversions was his only chance.
Yeah, well, it was a super smooth game, and then with the Mongols against Lithuanians, I believe that when you take the first battles, you feel like, oh, that tower can put him in a terrible position, because you don't go usually too forward, but you adapted really well in that one.
Yeah, exactly. I just I saw that he had only one wood line, and the pressure was going well for me already, and I decided, perfect timing. Tower behind that wood would be really uncomfortable, and I hope it did a lot of damage. I'm not actually sure, but it looked good.
You did for sure. Well, and in the last game, except one battle at the end, but that was a desperate one, you still had a huge economy lead. It was very similar, in my opinion, to the Portuguese Aztecs of different civilizations, but was kind of similar approach. I don't know if you agree with that.
Yeah, I feel like just getting to cavalry is pretty good when the map is so open. Like I feel like all of our games, maybe like the first and third especially, the map is really open. I feel like getting onto cavalry is like the best thing I can do. And knight plus light cav is a really good answer to like the eagles and monks. The pikes made it tricky, but I had a big eco lead by then anyway.
Okay, now I think that you're gonna face probably. I don't want to obviously disrespect any of your opponents. Probably, no doubt, in quarterfinals, the strongest opponent till now for that you're gonna face in the tournament, in my opinion, obviously, which is a very dangerous player like Winchester. How you feel like I was that matchup?
It feels pretty good. I'm happy we're going to best of 7. I feel like I'm a little bit more confident and stable in a best of 7. But yeah, it should be a really tough match. I'll definitely prepare for it and just get my best my best performance hopefully for it and go from there. Should be like pretty 50-50.
And we're gonna see in that versus 7 a lot of new things, because you're gonna enter a lot of potential civilizations that we have not seen at all yet in the tournament.
Yeah, exactly. So I have a couple picks that I want to bring out.
Okay.
And best of 5.
Tell me, Hera. Nobody listen. Hera, come on.
Burmese.
Come on, troller, Burmese. Yeah.
I love Burmese.
He's gonna pick Burmese. Okay. Well, if you pick Burmese, we will talk tomorrow. Anyway, we will co-cast tomorrow. Hera, the first series of the day. I was like, well, if now Hera is also losing, who is going to co-cast with me? But tomorrow, the first series of the day, we're gonna co-cast together. Yeah. Cito versus NBL. This is crazy because we thought it was going to be, let's be honest, Leary maybe versus Barles, and it is Cito versus NBL. It's crazy, the game. The competition, everything.
The underdogs won there. And yeah, exactly. It's just how it is. And I've been talking about this a long time now. For the past 6 months to a year, the competition is very close, and especially on maps like King of the Desert Arabia, anything can happen. So, now we have Cito and NBL, and I think that's going to be a great series. I'm excited to cast it as well.
Okay. Anyway, anyone you want to say to the viewers, because there's a lot of people cheering for you. You know how this works.
big shout out to the viewers and the fans out there as well. Hope you guys are enjoying the tournaments, and I'm very, very thankful for you guys supporting me. Gonna work my do my work on the background and hopefully come with good preparation for Vinchester, and do my best for that one. And we take it one round at a time. So thank you for enjoying the tournament, and thank you for supporting me. And yeah, take care, guys.
Take care, Hera, and tomorrow see you with the co-casting, and good luck on Friday. But we'll talk tomorrow. Take care.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
100%. See you, man.
Bye bye. Okay, guys, this is the Canadian. Right now, looking solid, looking very solid. Hopefully, you have enjoyed with the series.